Hey, what's up, everyone? This is Minnesota Mike back with you for another video. This is another one in my vlog series that I do through the Memphis Songwriters Association in conjunction with the blog that I write for them, talking all about songwriting and what has worked for various artists over the course of a handful of years, whether those songs have been hits or not. So this latest kick that I'm on is called Kidding Around, and it's talking about childhood memories. The first two songs that we looked at last week were positive ones, childhood or young adult memories, and we looked at Basement Tapes, that was the young adult one, Basement Tapes by Semisonic, and then also we looked at AM Radio by Everclear. Now we're going to look at kind of the negative side of looking back on childhood and young adulthood, and this is going to be the song It's Only Dancing by Minnesota's own Jeremy Messersmith. It's Only Dancing follows two people throughout different stages of their lives. It starts off with him going over to comfort her after some traumatic event with teenage tears on the kitchen floor. To comfort her, he pulls her close and they begin to dance. However, they don't want her boyfriend or her father finding out, so if they come into her room and find them, their plan is to tell them both it's only dancing. In the second verse, they're at the prom and wind up dancing again. However, he insists it's just something all good friends do. It's not like I'm in love with you. What a crazy idea. Where did you get that? It's only dancing. However, by the time the third verse rolls around, this refrain is seen to be nothing more than a defense mechanism, as he truly does have feelings for her. The third verse sees the main character at his friend's wedding, and at the reception, as she glides across the ballroom in his arms, him being the groom, not the narrator keeps on telling himself it's only dancing, even though before the final refrain, he says about the reception, I want to scream, I want to burst, I want to blame the whole damn universe. I was initially going to include this song in my blog about twist endings, but the more I listen to this song, it feels like the only natural progression for the song's story. Um, it's a beautiful and heartbreaking song at the same time as a result of that. I had the pleasure of taking a songwriting lesson from Jeremy Messersmith in 2014, and although he has called Minnesota home for a long time, he lived in Charleston, and that's South Carolina, and he told me that within that community, dancing was banned, so he took that idea and expanded it to why else dancing might be banned, besides the normal reasons. So melodically, the song uses an A5 D5 progression, which gets played twice, followed by E5 F sharp 5 D5 E5 F sharp 5 and D5, and that also gets played twice. With the song written in A major, this is a 1 4 5 4 5 6-4 pattern. The It's Only Dancing refrain uses A, E, and D, which is the 1, 5, and 4. The instrumental interlude before verse 3 uses A sus2, A sus4, and A, followed by D sus2, D sus4, and D, variations of the 1 and 4 chords. That gets played 4 times, and during the instrumental interlude, strings come in along with the percussion. The verses use only guitar. So, structurally, the song uses a verse, refrain, interlude, verse, refrain structure. In a previous blog, we talked about example songs and story songs as well as hybrid songs. I've referenced it multiple times before then and after then. This one, much like Brad Paisley's Welcome to the Future, contained examples of the title, and each title built a little bit in intensity. That's exactly what makes It's Only Dancing work so well. There are just enough details, but not too much, so it feels like a long saga, which of course has its place as well. It's Only Dancing is linked below. On a personal note, this is one of the songs that I would listen to on repeat while I was in Spain and feeling a little homesick. And I hope no matter where you were from, listening to this song gives you a bit of comfort despite the subject matter. So that is It's Only Dancing. Also, this week we are going to look at the song I Wonder by Kelly Pickler, which will close out our discussion on Kidding Around. I'm Minnesota Mike. Thank you so much for tuning in. Be sure to check out the blog on the Memphis Songwriters Association website, mine as well as Joe Matthews. His is talking about understanding music and theory and all of that good stuff. But I'm Minnesota Mike. Thank you so much for tuning in.